Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to zip folder for using native macOS application with SwiftUI, so as well as AppKit. So I will show you both the approaches. So let's get started. So first let's show you guys the output. Now to be completely honest with you, like we are actually zipping or creating an archive of the folder inside that particular folder itself. Now in a separate tutorial we will see how to create it outside the folder, because currently I have kept the permissions very minimum. So here you can see I have two buttons, import and archive. So I'll just click on import and I will just navigate to this my folder. So here you can see inside my folder it has 3 images. So I have to select a folder, I can't select individual files. In a separate tutorial again I'll make a separate video about how to zip individual files as well if you want. So currently you'll have to put everything inside a folder and just click on open, and now I'll click on archive. So it has created the zip file for us. So if I go to my folder, here you can see it has created the archive. If you want you can unzip it and it has the same contents. So hopefully you got that one. I'll just delete all this. So here as usual you just have to create a native macOS application with SwiftUI first. I'll be showing you SwiftUI first. Then important part is you will have to go to your app, go to sign in and capabilities, and inside app sandbox you will have to enable this read write permission for user selected file. So only for user selected file we have the access. That's why we are not creating an archive anywhere, only inside the folder. But I'll create a separate tutorial for the other part. So yeah, that's it. Next, just go to content view. Here we import uniform type identifiers. I have created two states, one for file URL and second one for show importer. Then I have this button, and on import I just change the value to true. So once this value is true, this particular thing will get called file importer. So it will show the imports, and allowed content types is only directory, which means folder. Allow multiple selection is also false. Okay, so once the user selected, if it is success, we just assign it to our file URLs state which we have over here. Okay, and the second button which just checks if we have the file URLs. If yes, then we just create this archive.zip. So this is the destination URL, and we pass this destination as well as source URL to this particular method over here. And here also we have this text element. So as soon as you select, call this particular import function, if once this file URL is set, and if it is not equal to empty, then we display the file URL inside this particular text element. And here I have just given some padding. I have set the frame width and height. Here it is fixed size as well. Okay, and inside this create zip, all we are doing is that we first do source URL dot start accessing security scope resource. Okay, because we require access to this, and it is kind of like a sandbox environment. Then here we use this coordinator error, which is NS error, because we are on macOS, and here NS file coordinator as well. Then we just do coordinator dot coordinate, pass the source URL, options for uploading, and here is the error, and we just read the URL. Okay, we get a reader URL, sorry. Then we just do file manager dot default dot move item, pass the reader URL as well as the destination URL. Okay, and yeah, this will automatically create it for us, and we just do source URL dot stop accessing secured scope resource. Yeah, that's it. That's how you can create a zip for SwiftUI. For AppKit, just to show it to you, again you will just have to create one application, macOS application, and you can use storyboard for that. Don't use SwiftUI. And again the same thing, you will have to go to your application over here, go to sign in and capabilities. Here you will have to give the read write permission. Then inside your view controller, again I have not really using storyboard, I've done everything programmatically. So here you can see we have one variable for file URLs, we have created import as well as archive button, and we have this file label for which we have to use NS text field because we don't have a label inside macOS for AppKit. Then inside, okay, I'll just improve the indentation a bit, it looks a little messy. So here inside view did load, we just set up the UI as well as configure layout. So inside setup UI, we set the button title, the style as well as the action to it, and here is the archive button. Again, the title, style, target as well as action, and this again is the label. So is editable is false, border is also false, and setting the background color as well as alignment. Then I have added the all this import button, archive button as well as label to our view. Then inside this configure layout, we just loop over all this and have automatically set this translate auto resizing as false. But if you want, you can set it to them individually as well, so it's up to you. Then here we just use ns layout constraints dot activate. So here we set our import button, so you can just change this ns layout constraints to however you feel like. So this is for the import button, this is for the archive button as well, and this is for our field label as well. Okay, then here we just set the frame for our view. Okay, so you can change the width and height to whatever you feel like. Then once the import button is clicked, we just do ns open panel, allow multiple selection is false, can choose directory as true, and can choose files as false. Then we just do panel dot begin. Okay, and if the result is okay, we get the urls, we just assign it to our file urls, and we update our file label as well. Then here is our archive button. So again we check whether we have the file urls or not. So we just get the first item out of it, and then we just do source url dot appending path component, do archive dot zip over here, and then we just create a method called create zip, pass the source url as well as destination url to it, and here we update our, this is the code for updating our file label, right? Then this is the create zip method. So again we do the same thing, source dot start accessing secured scope resource. Here is our coordinator error, here is our ns file coordinator, and here we just do coordinator dot coordinate reading item at source url options for uploading, and here we pass our coordinated error. Here we get the reader url as well, and then we just do file manager dot default dot move item, passing our reader url as well as the destination url, and it will create a zip for it. In case if there is any error, I'm printing it to the console, and at the very end we just do source url dot stop accessing secure scope resource. So yeah, that's it, that's how simple it is. Thank you for watching. Bye.